I look at like what I'm doing right now. I call it like intricate bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Intricate bounce.
Yeah, like the
before.
music is bouncy. It's going to get you there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But if you want to turn your ears on and listen to what I'm saying, it's like, oh, okay, his pen works.
Woo! All right, everybody. This is your boy Maiwan here at Dash Radio on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Today we got Brooklyn native.
Oh yeah.
Real rapper.
Oh yeah.
Like real rap.
I be rapping.
HDBeenDope.
HDBeenDope from the 9-0s. What's up, man?
How are you doing?
I'm good. How you?
Man, I'm doing hella good, bro. I've been hyped on you for a minute, and I'm not capping. So if people can look the history up, we did something with you on Twitch.
Yeah.
In the pandemic.
Hell
when
yeah.
everybody was home. The way I gauge how much I like a rapper is, I used to rap when I was a kid, and I'm always like, if I feel like I could have rapped harder than them, maybe I heard you and was like, oh no, he would have killed me. No, but you really come from that vein of hip hop that I grew up off.
Word.
It's something in the water out there in Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's special out there. You feel me? Like, I mean, the thing about it is, like, I grew up. My introduction to this hip hop stuff was 50. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent. So that presence and everything was something that was just like, okay, that's what it is to be a rapper. Then next it was Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wayne was like, okay, this is how you use words for real.
Absolutely.
And then J. Cole was after that. Cole was like, okay, this is how you put yourself into the music. You get what I'm saying? Because when it was 50 and Wayne, I was just kind of just emulating them completely. And when I got to Cole, it was like, okay, you can really talk about your own stories, you know? That was the change for me.
No, you definitely do, like, you are a good hybrid of those artists, I'd say, especially when it comes to, like, Wayne and Cole, because your wordplay is crazy. But then you're very introspective. If I remember, the project was Never Broken? Is that what it was?
Broken Dreams.
Broken Dreams.
Yeah,
I don't know why I said never. My bad, kids. You got, But no, Broken Dreams, real introspective.
Yeah, no, for sure. That project was about my journey being on tour with Portugal the Man. So I went on tour with Portugal the Man in 2017. Shout out to them for giving me that opportunity. Those are guys, right? But I did that tour, and getting back off the road, the biggest thing for me was like, okay, well, how do you figure it out now? Because, like, I was so close to my dreams. You get what I'm saying? Like, so close. 29 cities, we on the road, we're moving. And it's like, wow, this is amazing. Then I get back home, and I'm in Key buying pancake mix, and Portugal the Man Feel It Still is playing on the radio. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, all right, well, I was just on the road with these guys. Now I'm back in the hood trying to figure it out. So Broken Dreams is kind of just telling that story of, what it is to be so close to the sun and having to go back.
Right? Absolutely, man. I mean, it's so hard. Like, I never have envied the artist. I feel like the artist, you guys have one of the hardest journeys. I tell people all the time, I think being an artist is the hardest job in the world. Like, there's lawyers, there's doctors, and people are always like, I'm not doctors, y'all work your ass off, lawyers, you guys too, but for an artist, you guys got no blueprint, there's no school, there's no program. And
you just out here naked, essentially, you know what I mean? I mean, especially because with me, with the music, I'm just telling my life. Like, I really just look at myself as like, I'm just documenting. You feel me? Like, that's really what I'm doing. So for me, these stories that I'm telling, like, they're real stories. So it's just like the whole world, you know what I mean, gets to hear these real feelings. It's kind of like, damn, it's a little wild, but.
Well, that's what I love about the new project. You gave us a 5-song. You gave us just pop, pop, pop. Everything 100%. Hit, slaps.
You see, I love that you said that, because with Broken Dreams now, like, compare those two projects, right? Broken Dreams, super introspective, all of that. This project, what can they say? It's in your face.
Absolutely.
It's just, these are the records. This is the feeling. Bottle up that emotion. It's really like, I look at that project as back against the wall. What are you going to do? Everybody gets to that place. No matter what you doing in life, you got to get to the point where it's like, okay, I got to stop BSing. It's time to level it up. 100%. You get what I'm saying? And that's where I made that music from that place. All right, let's go.
That's really interesting. So you must have made the music before you signed to Roc Nation. There's no way you felt back against the wall, because now you got Roc Nation behind you. You know what I mean? Shout out to Roc Nation.
Come
I finally
on now.
got my hat. But no, so you must have recorded those songs before you signed on.
Yeah, so the deal happened. This is September of last year.
Okay.
That was December of 21. Yeah, so that was the place I was at. And then top of 22, it was just head going. You know what I'm saying? Going. And January 22, quiet. By August 22, we were able to sell out a show in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? There's me, the homies, like amazing things. You know what I mean?
How good did that feel, bro? Selling out back home.
It was dope in the fact of actually can do it. You know, that felt like a test group, if anything. You know what I mean? Like, all right, here's the way we essentially taught people how to listen to the music. So what we did was organize these studio sessions where we would just bring people through in the city, you know what I mean? Come through, listen to the music.
Artists
just
or like fans?
artists,
or
mostly artists, just people that we know, you know what I mean? All right, cool, just come through, listen to the music. And the thing is, these sessions ended up turning into like what it felt like parties, you know what I mean? We'd be playing music, we all jumping up. It felt like a show almost.
Yeah.
And essentially, we used that to lead people up into the actual show. So we were like teaching people how to listen to the music, how to digest
they were trained.
it. Exactly. So by the time we got to the show, it was just like, all right, everybody knows the feeling of these records. They understand it.
They
So the
know
energy
hook.
was just, exactly. The energy was just bottled up. So yeah, I'm excited to, you know, kind of take that on the road. You know, that same feeling.
Look,
repeat.
As a fan, like I became a fan of you when we did that thing on Twitch. So when we were doing the whole thing on Twitch, you were just chatting to Dash Radio.
Yeah.
You might not. You were chatting with me, dog. So I was sitting there and I'm like, yo, like just I became so immersed because we're in this time where I mean, music has changed. Technology. I was just talking to Destroyed Lonely.
Yeah.
He aired me out because he didn't air me out, but I said like, I don't really fuck with Yeet as much as I fuck with Pusha T and Kendrick. That's just all I said was that, like, you know, I'm more of that hip hop from that time that I grew up in. But he brought up a good point. He's like, times change, music
Right,
change,
no,
things
100%.
evolve.
I mean, I the thing about it is there's a lot of like the newer stuff that I like. I like the bounce. When we be riding in the car, we be listening to a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the shower, I'll be listening to a lot of shit. But it's a whole diverse thing. It's like I gotta have Jack Johnson on my playlist. I might have a
fucking
Big
love
Scar
Jack
record.
Johnson.
You know what I'm saying? I might have a Lil Wayne. It's like it's gonna go because
Yeah.
I just like music. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's
100%.
what I'm big on is just music. And even like how you were saying, like you're more into like the Lil Wayne's, the Pusha T's, opposed to Yeet. I look at like what I'm doing right now. I call it like intricate bounce. You know what I'm saying?
Intricate bounce.
Yeah,
I never
like
heard
the
that before.
music is bouncy. It's gonna get you there. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? But if you want to turn your ears on and listen to what I'm saying, it's like, oh, okay, his pen works. You feel me?
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
It's
Your
one of
pen
those.
works like a month. Like you got like 5 pens on you, bro. I've like, there's times where I wait for certain artists to miss just because I'm like, all right, they're human. But every time you've spit a verse and I've heard it, I can tell you really craft it.
Wow, thank you.
And I don't know if I'm like 100% correct, but I imagine you're one of those artists that really takes your time to craft your verse. And
100%.
You really care about what the fuck you say.
Yeah, I was in the studio with Oogie Mane yesterday, right? And he was telling me that same thing. Like I played him a couple of records that I had, and he was like, "Oh no, I could tell you sit down, like actually, like pay attention to the verses and craft them because there's so many dynamics in the verses." But like that's important to me, you know what I mean? I want to take people on the journey because for me, it's about performing the records. You know what I'm saying? Like, cool, I'll be at the crib. I enjoy recording like this so much. If I'm being real with you. For me, it's performing it. You know what I'm saying? When I get to get on stage and perform these records, I get to let all of that out. So I try to make sure that these records have like a good enough dynamics because even for me in my earlier like performances, it was in Europe. Like that's why I like kind of got my wings underneath myself. You know what I mean?
In Europe?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh,
like
shit.
my first show was in Paris, opening up for Doppelgangers. It was like 2014, right? But like having to understand how to get people to connect to this music, even though we got a language barrier, that was something like it was a learning curve. You know what I mean?
100%.
But what the biggest thing was the energy. And I feel
Yeah.
like anybody that comes to my shows, that's what they gonna walk away with. Like, oh yeah, nah, the energy is different.
Listen,
But
I
that's
captured
why.
the energy off Twitch.
Word.
That shit was virtual.
Hell
I was
yeah.
chatting with you, but just like hearing you spit, and you really, like I said, you embody the hip hop that I really like grew up, you know, in love with. So I want to give you a gift. I give every artist a gift. It's an album from my collection.
Whoa.
I felt like I knew what album I was going to give you today, just because I knew who you were inspired by, but also like you really embody this shit. So this
Hold on, I'm excited.
This is one of those.
Oh,
I had to give you that Wayne.
Come on.
That Carter
That's
3.
hard.
I felt like just looking at when you came up, when you were growing up, Wayne Carter 3 must have been influential as a
Dogs, this
motherfucker.
was a moment because I remember when like he sold the 1 million first week and how everybody was just raving about that. And I was like, oh, this is what success looks like. You know what I mean? It was
Exactly.
one of those moments. So Wayne's run is incredible. That the Dedication 2 series is
this
all
was
of
like
that
the
led up to this.
Pinnacle, exactly. He like that. he actually probably had a hotter run before this album
Exactly.
came out. Remember when, like, if Wayne took your beat, you were done? Like,
Yo, Wayne, the Sports Center beat, you ever heard Wayne on Sports Center dedication too?
Bro.
So this might have been like 2 years ago that I just found out that that's a Jay-Z beat.
yeah, no.
I just found out.
Yeah, all them shits. Like, you know, I can't even listen to Ice Cream Paint Job by Duro. I swear to God, we had Duro in the building, and I wanted to say it, but then it's like, I'm not going to say it to Duro. Shout out to Duro. He changed his name to Six. But, you know, like, Wayne, he bodied these tracks so hard.
Yeah, that was a run, bro. That run is incredible.
And I was reading up that you were really inspired by the dedications.
Oh, yeah.
The
so
drought is over.
Last year, we was just releasing free verses. That's what I call them. You know, these 1 minute verses every
Exactly.
week.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We put a video with it. This is me and Jew.
I remember. I was
we was talking
on
about
those,
that. Yeah, for sure. So like that was, you know, from Wayne. You know, that same feeling, because it was just like, I remember going home the first time I got dedication too. I remember going home from school and putting that in my mom's computer and being like,
right?
What is this? You know?
I remember we used to group text the bars. They were so hard. Me and my homies would be
Yeah.
like, you know, she blew everybody on the band like saxophone. Shit like that. And we're all like, you hear that Wayne shit? And it was such a moment. And I could tell that you were so inspired by that. But what I really gotta applaud you for is, and not that there's anything wrong with it if you made that decision, but you haven't tried to conform to what other people are doing. You've stayed true to you.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like even with the shit that I have now, like, what can they say, right? That's probably the most different sounding me, you know, for people that have been listening the whole time. But even that, like, there's so much of me in it, you know.
Absolutely you.
Me and Diz came together, and it's like, that's where the intricate bounce, honestly, it started to form for real. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, because Diz's beats, it's a heavy. Yeah, Dizzy Banco, pardon me.
Dizzy Banco did
Dizzy
all
Banco,
the tracks on there?
Yeah, on What Can They Say? Me and
Shout out
Dizzy,
Dizzy Banco.
me and Dizzy got together. This was in November of 21.
Okay.
And the first record we actually worked on was Mamba off that project.
I love
and
that Mamba.
that's the one, man.
Is that the one where you had a bar on your project that was so courageous? You said something like, y'all would take the dinner with Jay-Z.
That's Madman.
Okay, that's all Madman. When you said that, I was like, has Roc Nation heard this? I'm like, has Jay heard this?
I don't know if Jay heard it, but, you know what I mean? That had to get cleared, so.
No, but he would respect it. You know what I mean? I think his answer to that actually was like, what the fuck? Someone would sit down with
go
me
take
over
the money.
You know?
For sure.
But no, you really, okay, so that was on Madman, but
Yeah.
you really rap. And I honestly thought at some point over these past 2 years, you would come out and maybe do like a drill beat. You know what I mean? Or maybe turn the auto-tune up a lot and just, you know, there's nothing wrong with any of that. I listen to Central C all the time.
Yeah, nah, he's dope.
But you haven't. You have not.
And it's crazy because, I mean, even on the free verses, that's usually where I like dabble into like just the more fun shit. It's kind of the same idea of Wayne, you know what I mean? Just, all right, cool, whatever's out, we just gonna get on it. And there was this record I did, it was this dude, he remixed the D'Angelo beat. He like made a drill, you know what I'm saying? So I have like a little 1 minute version to that. There's even shit that I've been recording because I'm stacking on free verses right now. So it's like,
oh, it's still we got more on the way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just
yeah.
need to make sure that my pen is working, shit like that. But
Absolutely.
like even some of that is like some more drill shit, but there's also rap shit on there. It's just whatever I'm feeling at the time, honestly.
Well, have you ever felt pressured, or has there, now that you're signed, is there any pressure? Are they like, are for you on yourself, like, maybe I should try to make some music like
Nah, definitely not on me at all. Like I don't put that pressure on myself because like
hell yeah.
since I've been making music, yo, like at one point in time, you know, I had this record called Put It On. It kind of got some traction, right? I sampled Big L, right? Got some traction. People were like, keep making stuff like this. Then I would go off and just make what I make, and then eventually I'd make some other thing that got notoriety, and it sounded nothing like Put It On. Then people were like, make something like that. And then I'll go on and make something. You get what I'm saying? So it was just that same feeling like, all right, I'm going to just evolve me as a person, and I'm going to just make the music that's true to where I'm at in this moment in time, and who's going to feel it is going to feel it, you know?
I love it. I love when I listen to an artist, and then like I watch the videos, or I follow them on social media, and they are who I heard.
Yeah.
You are who I'm listening to.
For sure.
Intellectual. Like I don't know what your GPA was, but I feel like you had like a 3.5, 3.8 in high school.
I flunked out, man.
No way. Impossible.
Nah, that's college. I flunked out of college. I graduated high school, though.
Oh, yeah. College is okay, man. All of us, you know, I mean, fuck college. But
Yeah,
no,
I wasn't doing homework,
but
man.
I felt
That's
like
my
you
problem.
were smart. Like, you sound, at least to me, in the way you move, you seem like a real intellectual.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
guess
read?
so.
You probably
I'll be
read
reading. I'm
books,
reading
huh?
this book, Think Again. Adam Grant wrote
Okay.
it.
See,
That's a good book.
He reads. I
It's a
haven't
good
read a book
Go
in
read
like,
that one.
What
It's
is
good.
it?
Adam Grant, Think Again.
Adam Grant, Think Again. Okay, yeah, you just seem like an intellectual cat. Like
I appreciate that.
I feel like if we took an IQ test, that's another thing you would just fuck me up in. You know what I mean? I already know rapping for sure. I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want it with most rappers, but definitely not HD. What does the HD stand for? I know I asked you when we were on Twitch that one day.
So Harrius Denry. So my name's Darius Henry,
Okay.
right? But when I was rapping, like I didn't have a Twitter. I didn't have basically a Facebook fan page. I just had Facebook,
Okay.
and my name was Darius Henry on Facebook. And people was hitting me up calling me Darius, and they didn't know me, so I felt a little weird about it. So I switched my name to Harrius Denry. Then the HD comes from that, and then
Denry,
the
okay.
BeenDope is just for me. I said in 2012, I said F the new artist title HDBeenDope, right? And for me, it was I had to know that I could be sitting here before.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? When I was 13 trying to figure it out, I had to
Yeah.
believe that I could sit here. Like I deserve
Absolutely.
to be here. So that's what BeenDope comes from. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like
It fits because you have been dope.
Word.
like when if I met an artist and it was like Mike been tall and he's like 6'10", it would fit. You know what I
Right.
mean? No, you really are dope. You really rap your ass off.
Thank you, dog.
So I know you got a lot coming down the pipeline, right? Because the
yeah.
project came so soon after the Roc Nation announcement
Yeah.
that I felt I was like, okay, this next step for HD is gonna be crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because now you're plugged in, right? You're plugged
we in it now. We in the game.
How's it been? Like, what's changed now that HD's on Roc Nation?
My schedule's a lot busier. You know what I'm saying?
Good, that's good.
It's definitely a lot busier. You
Are
know,
you
like-
enjoying it?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Okay,
I think
okay.
naturally, like I'm an introvert at heart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it be a lot going on, but you know, you just gotta make sure you having that time for yourself. Like, and that time is usually me, you know, sitting writing. You know what I mean? Figuring out ideas, things like that. That's what I really enjoy. But definitely, it's like you're in the game now. You know, it's
Right.
exciting times. It's time to go. Like the
Right.
music that I'm making, it just feels like there's a lot more energy. Like I just got that hunger again. So it feel good.
And I feel like you you got you and Jay got something in common where Jay popped off in his like mid to late 20s and he was like seasoned.
Right,
so
right,
like when
right.
Jay came in the game, he had a good head on his shoulders. And I feel like you got a great head on your shoulders. Like,
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I would be so surprised if I saw some shit like HDBeenDope got arrested for having drugs at the airport. I'd be like, no way.
Well,
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
even
I
believe it.
might have some weed on me.
Oh,
Just
weed is
don't
okay,
arrest
man.
me.
Weed is okay. No, but you seem to really have a good head on your shoulders, and I think you're popping off at the right time.
Yeah.
So what should we expect, you know, a full-length project
look.
coming this year or something?
Exciting things. So what can they say is out right now, right?
Yep,
That dropped in
yep.
October. So I still feel like there's so much life in that project. You know, obviously
100%
we
agree.
mentioned Mamba earlier. Like I feel like that's the sports anthem. That's an anthem of winning. So, you know, I want to take that record to its heights. And with that, I don't want to completely shy away from that project just yet. So I'm gonna extend that project. I got
Okay.
some crazy records. Me and Diz went back in. Me and Dizzy Banco, we went back in.
So you're
made
doing like a deluxe of that.
type shit. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So
okay.
we made some more records and they feel incredible. Like I'm super excited for people to hear that. And then in the summer we coming right back. Me and my homie Plus from Eardrummers. We got some incredible records that's going, you know, set some stages on fire.
I like
that's
this.
the best way I could say it.
You see, you do got a good head on your shoulders because when it seems like that, you know, that project and what's coming are both like you locked in with one producer. Mm-hmm. I think that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think so. I did a project with Earl on the beat. Me and him, we had 3 records together, and that felt really strong. And that kind of like opened me up to like, okay, you know, it's dope to just sit and lock in with one producer. Because
Absolutely.
me, I produce a lot of my stuff. So before even me working with Earl, it was like a lot of those beats was just me.
Wait, you were producing your stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah, for sure,
shit.
for
Oh,
sure.
this
So
game is
like
fucked.
my record like Bird is probably my biggest song right now.
You self-produced that?
Yeah, Bird, I mixed that, like that's all me. That's all me.
God
Cover art,
damn.
all that. Like, yeah, so that's one of those, that's just what I come from. So once I locked in with Earl, it was like, okay, I like this process, like just bouncing off of another person. And then once me and Diz locked in, it was like, oh, this is a match made in heaven. Like it just works. So
absolutely.
yeah, I'm excited. And then even me and Plus, the stuff that we have coming, it's incredible.
I'm super hyped, bro.
Plus might have my best song right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not,
and that's not even on our project. That's going to be on the album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're really game planning. You got the projects ready. You're gonna build up to what's gonna be like. I can feel it. Like your Reasonable Doubt. Your
the
like,
album.
Illmatic,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because even Broken Dreams, like the thought process of me making a project like that is like I sit and write down everything that I've been through within this time frame that I'm speaking on, and then now I'm going through. It's like, okay, well, this can be a song. This can be a song, and from that list, I make the track list. You know what I'm saying? Before I even make any music, track list is made. So that's the same way I would approach the album. These projects that I have, like What Can They Say, the extended, and then even the stuff that I have with Plus, those are more so like in the moment. Like let's just capture the feeling that we have. You know what I mean? But the album is gonna be let's capture a story.
Okay, I'm very excited. I could see you doing some like Good Kid, Mad City type where it's like so cohesive. You almost gotta like turn off the lights and like
I want people to get lost into the album. That's definitely what we going for.
Well, now that you're locking in with producers and doing this, like projects with producers, which I think every artist should do that. What's like a dream of yours, like a dream collaboration, like this producer, like let's manifest one.
Okay.
That you are gonna make an album with one day.
Okay. I'm gonna go Hit Boy. Hit Boy is somebody I would really like to shit with, and because I think we could do some incredible things.
100%.
Hit Boy is one of those people. Cardo's crazy. I feel like me and Cardo could come out with
underrated
some.
as hell.
Yeah, exactly. We could come out with some craziness, and I'm also go Pharrell. I think us working together, I think we could do something special. You
Absolutely.
I
personally think Pharrell is the greatest producer of all time. That's just me as like a big fan. So to hear one day HD and Pharrell, that'd be crazy.
Hey man, I'll be using them Neptune drum kits when I be making beats. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like that would be dope.
No, Pharrell's absolute goat, man. So you did one thing too that was really dope, for no pun intended, was really dope. I don't know when I said that, it felt weird. Over the past few years, was you landed a dope record. I keep saying dope now on NBA.
Oh yeah.
2K.
Yeah, 2K League. Yeah, they had me perform at the halftime for the 2K League, and that was like incredible. You know what I mean?
I'm a 2K head.
Word. I be playing 2K. Wait, what you on? You on Xbox?
PlayStation.
Oh damn, I'm on Xbox.
Nah, it's meant to be. That's the one thing I'm telling you. I play too much 2K.
Too much.
Your album might not come out. You know what I mean? I'll have you in that lab. No.
Nah, we gotta play.
No,
we definitely gotta play.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But I thought that was a dope moment, and that, if I'm correct, that came before the Roc Nation.
Yeah.
So was that like validation for you? Like
for me, it was like. It was dope just to see that people are hearing the music. You know what I mean? Because like from records like Bird and Cayman and Rev Run, like those definitely put my music in front of a lot of people, especially a lot of like people that work in music licensing and things like that, because it was just on so many people's YouTube videos and things like that. So it put my music in front of a lot of people, and just to see that it landed somewhere like 2K. It's like, wait, what? For real? This game that I be playing all the time? So yeah, that was super, super dope. Shout out my man Matt over at 2K.
Hey, shout out Matt at 2K. Yeah. I'm trying to get a free 2K24, man.
Matt,
let's
hook
set
him
this up
man.
now, man. I've been a customer for decades, man.
Hook him up, Matt.
HD, bro, I got to say, I appreciate you as a fan. I appreciate you here on the radio side. I think you remind me a lot of Simba. Simba,
dope. He's super
from
dope.
Up in the Bay. He's one of my favorites out, and it's because Simba blew up off just rapping.
Yeah.
There was no gimmicks. And I feel like with HDBeenDope, it's the same thing. There's never 100%. Been a gimmick. You never come out with like Dennis Rodman hair. You know what I mean? You didn't have to like come out and like do what anyone else was doing. You just have been rapping and sharpening your sword. So.
100%. I might have Dennis Rodman here tomorrow. You never know.
Yeah. You don't need it, bro. You just got the bars, bro. You got like Dennis Rodman bars, I'd say. Just energy, man.
For sure.
High energy. So if a fan hasn't heard of HDBeenDope, or if somebody watching this hasn't heard, what's the first song you want them to listen to?
Go to Madman. Go to Madman. That's the one
Madman.
that's going to have you like, whoa. And then
Absolutely.
after, go listen to Mamba.
Okay.
Right
okay.
after, yeah.
At that point, you might as well go through the whole project. 'cause
Honestly, realistically, go listen to the whole project. But, you know, that's a nice little introduction. That combo, because once you understand Madman, you understand Mamba, you understand the totality of me as an
I love
artist.
that. You see, I knew he was smart. Use the word totality. I don't even know how to spell totality, man. HD, thank you so much,
Yo.
man. Dash takes a lot of pride in doing our best to introduce audiences to people they might have not heard yet. And I feel like you still have so much to grow.
Oh, for sure,
You know,
man.
we did Cardi B's first radio interview, Billie Eilish's first radio interview.
Word.
We did, who else did we do? We did Post Malone's first radio interview. I had Jake up in here. I don't know if you know that.
Jacob.
From Jake from TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Golden Hour.
My homie Brandon, yeah.
I had him
we
up in
working
here
with him.
before people knew. So I'm super hyped to introduce people and let people know, because
Yeah,
you
man.
are it.
Yo, thank you, man.
I'm not even gonna say you're next because you're here, but I
sure.
definitely see everything ahead of you, man.
Yo, bro,
HD.
thank you. For real.
Of course, man.
I appreciate
Thank
that,
you
man.
so much. HD been dope.
Been dope from the Nanos, baby.
Hey, I love that, man. I was gonna repeat it, but I don't know. I'm gonna be in New York in 2 weeks. I don't want trouble with anybody. I got love for everybody out there. HD, thank you so much. Where
Yes,
can they
sir.
find you on socials?
Everything HD been dope. Follow me, you know what I'm saying? And you know, let me know how you feel about the music. After you go listen to it, tell me what's up.
He will open your DMs. He was telling us
Yeah,
how
I'm talking. I'm chatting.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Come
Let's
hit
go.
me.
HD, thank you so much. HD
you.
been dope dash radio. The project's out now, and there's a
What
lot.
can they say? Out right now. Been dope from the Nanos. Go listen to it. You heard?
Let's go. Boom.